Well, it always starts with a sketch or a couple sketches. So client said, would you be interested in taking a D90 and trying to realize it through to what it could have been? So we found this nice virgin green one, gutted it, and started re-engineering things once we had the sketches and the layout figured out. We chose the GM E-Rod 430 horse LS3. Here you can see the hand-fabbed intake to make that inner fender vent actually functional, and then all TIG welded steel intake plenum. We fit custom Dynatrac axles with 6-piston front calipers, 4-piston rear, Dana 60 and 44. Reshaped the firewall to fit the HVAC unit. Eliminated the exoskeleton and built a more confined cage structure. Then we started playing with the interior, which was where we dumped tons of hours. Got rid of that factory plastic dash and started hand forming it in mild steel and stainless steel, which was a combination of handcrafted, TIG welded and ground combined with cab mapped, laser cut, ribbed stainless steel sheathings. Here it is done. Came out pretty nice. Really happy with this truck. It was a very long project, and a lot of the handcrafting elements when you're working with a Rover take much longer than you think they should because, well, let's just say the trucks are not very square. I don't think that was a concern. So as you see here, all these parts are laser cut or CNC'd or hand fabbed, pre-fit. We get the entire truck pre-fit raw, then tear it apart, finish weld everything, powder coat, ceramic, paint, upholster, and then put together the final time. So that's 3 times building the truck. So here we are in our first test drive. I'm rolling out. Before we put the top on, I wanted to shoot it and show you some of the finer details of the interior. This truck is stupid fast now and quite stable. We revised the suspension architecture. I mean, basically, we literally took the frame rails, the steering box, the wiper motor and linkage, and the body shell, and then we just had our way with everything else. So we're running 1310 joints to the Dana 60 and the 44 front, the original suspension architecture, but then worked with our friends at Twisted Rovers in the UK to really come up with the right suspension equation, and really happy with the truck. We're rolling on Hutchinson run flat beadlock 17 by 8.5s, and then as always with all my projects, our beloved BF Goodrich. You'll notice some of the exterior trim has been CNC'd, such as an interior, so the windshield frame bases, the hood hinges, the door hinges, the inside grab handle, and a couple other details. Originally on this build, we intended to CNC custom one-off side fender vents, top vents, grille, and headlight pods, but I think the client ran out of patience and financial tolerance for me to keep geeking out to that extent. So despite having stopped shy of doing those parts, I think the truck worked out really nice. You may recognize that rear bumper assembly. It's based on the ICON FJ, but then further modified to integrate the LED Land Rover style lighting and the LED reverse light bar, which is tied direct to the transmission. Front bumper is based on the ICON Bronco, but again redesigned and modified in CAD to fit to the Rover chassis. This particular client did not want a winch, so we left it just real sano and smooth, but we did integrate the Vision X aircraft landing lights there. You also notice we converted the park and turn to LED assemblies, as well as the headlights were running the ICON FJ LED headlights, which really work great. The paint on this truck at first glance appears to just be matte black, but in my humble opinion, matte black kind of sucks. So it has a very fine nanoparticles of mica in suspension, so it's actually a black metallic, so it plays with the light a little bit. Here's a close-up of those door hinges and other CNC parts. Those are off-the-shelf parts that we found in the UK, and they're quite nice. For seating, we did the ICON FJ front seats and the rear tuck and tumble seat, 3-point belts for everyone. We did the extra wide Tuffy console, hiding the Alpine head unit. And then the seats, we used our beloved Chillowitch inserts, and we also made floor mats lined in Dynamat rubber backed, hemmed in vinyl with Chillowitch on the top plane. Door panels, another hour eater. I just don't get that blow molded Toys R Us aisle 5 door panel from the stock trucks, so we handcrafted all this stuff from scratch. Same with these back panels, which on the stock trucks are wide open. Same with these back corners. Also, I noticed when test driving the stock truck, those rear seat belts bang and clang, so we TIG welded those little soft-shouldered helpers. And when you're not seating someone in the rear seat, you can tuck the seat belt in there and it shuts it up. CNC'd dash vents from our buddies at Vintage Air, the ICON steering wheel we always use, a one-off I did it column. Tranny is a 4L85E. Done by our buddies at GM. I did it column. There's some more close-up of the dash forming. It came out really nice. And hey, go figure, a D90 with an air conditioning system that actually works. So listen, I don't mean to be bashing on the D90s, so all you Roveristas, don't send me no hate. I'm just another idiot with an opinion. But my opinion is that whoever designed this truck and drew that beautiful front three-quarter view, they didn't keep him on the team to execute all the finer details of the truck. So it's kind of like that super hot girl you see, and then you put her in heels and take her out and she can't walk, or she opens her mouth and she can't talk. The original Rovers are a genius vehicle if you're looking for like a mil-spec sort of agricultural tool. For clients that really want to evolve them for modern use, I really think that they need a lot of intensive work to meet that need and target. So what we did was so not necessary unless you're that guy. This client is that guy, and based on the feedback that we've been getting thus far, there's a lot of people that would like to see the D90s and 110s evolved a fair bit. So if you loved the stock Buick motor, if you loved the stock axles and brakes and seats and plastic dash, no harm, no foul. It's great for what it is. This is just something different. Unfortunately, it's what I love doing and what people know me to be decent at, so keep bringing them to me. Thanks for your attention. ICON4x4.com, 818-280-33